I'm Dr. Emily Fraser Branche. I am a pediatrician in private practice in Western New York, upstate New York. I guess we consider it upstate New York when you're out this way. And I've been in my own solo private practice for the past 2 years, and I chose to implement the nutraMetrix products into my practice because I was looking for a way in which to offer a better wellness solution for my family, something that I could specifically stand behind and promote and utilize regularly. Most of my patients, because they're children, they come in with a family member. I deal with a lot of families that have children who are selective eaters, they're picky eaters, so it's nice for them to be able to incorporate the products into their daily wellness regimen. And I find a lot of our parents will come back with statements and testimonials in the sense that they will, they may state that their children are sleeping better, they're able to focus better in their school, in their extracurricular activities, and so forth. So I do find that in addition to, because most of it is coming from parental report, that they do seem to be quite pleased with the improvement in their child's overall health and wellness. I really appreciate having something specific that's customized for children. I think a lot of our parents are left with the daunting task of walking into a drugstore or even a natural food store, the grocery store, and left with just an incredible amount of options, and yet they don't know specifically what to look towards. So it's when they're looking to their provider who is providing them with the information on a brand that they can stand behind, that they feel confident in the quality and the efficacy of the products that they stand behind, that I think that it's really it's very comforting for a lot of our families to know that that is available. In general, I think what I think is the most beneficial part of the relationship of working with nutraMetrix is that I have the availability to seek out other wellness providers, other like-minded individuals, practitioners that can support me in my quest to learn more about the products themselves and how to better implement them for my families. The availability through either social media or direct contact with the folks in the direct science, as well as the corporate offices. I think that the accessibility to that has made my life as a busy physician and parent has made it very, very doable. This training weekend has been incredible, and even though most of the product information has been focused on the adult products, I can still see, because I deal with children who will ultimately grow up to be adults, and the unique opportunity that I have to be able to start them on the right road to wellness will hopefully then be picked up, and I can communicate with other like-minded providers that are then going to be sort of picking up where I've left off with promoting the wellness for children, can actually take that into their adult and promote the longevity and wellness for my patients. I think anyone who is involved in supplementation, recommendation, and wellness should attend a course such as this, specifically one in which gives this, really takes and puts the basic science concisely into being able to find a way to implement it into everyday practice in a way such that it's very accessible and can be easily utilized to their advantage in their practice. Implementing the nutraMetrix products, specifically the DNA Miracles lines, has been it's been very useful for my patients, specifically because they have a product to go to, and they have an entire line in which they know has been specifically formulated for the child and the child's health and their needs. So I think for a lot of families, a lot of patients in my practice, they're very appreciative of having something that's specifically customized for their children and for their specific health care needs, and not just simply attempting to extrapolate adult information to a pediatric population. Utilizing or implementing the nutraMetrix products into my practice has really improved the quality of wellness promotion that I can provide to my community, as well as provided me with this network of other like-minded individuals that I feel that we're really trying to kind of come together to make a difference in the wellness of our families. Let's see, some tips for a new health professional implementing these products. I think most of our, at least in my experience, my families, they have approached me specifically, and they've appreciated the fact that I do have something specific to offer them, as opposed to just providing a sweeping generalization. I think I would definitely advise anybody just starting out in practice to continue to make the products accessible, make it visible. There's a lot of really great materials that can be provided that they're very non-threatening. They're very, at least the pediatric products are great in the sense that they've got the very welcoming pictures, and they're brightly colored. They're very easy to use and to replicate and to place in areas of high traffic within the practice. It generates a lot of conversation and a lot of interest from my families because that's accessible. I don't have to bring it up to them, but when asked, I can tell them a little bit more about it. And having the availability of those products on site also is helpful too. I wasn't much of a business person, but I do appreciate that that the additional training and the implementation weekends is definitely worth attendance, because it really does make me feel more confident as a provider that I can implement this without having to feel as if it's taking away from my main focus, which is to provide good quality wellness services to my families. I have just been very thankful and blessed to do what I do, and to now have additional tools to be able to do that with confidence, and I take a lot of pride in what I do, and I'm really thankful to be a part of this organization and to have these items to be able to offer my families the alternative when they're looking for one.